And good evening. Welcome to a rainy football Friday night. We'll slip and slide around mid-Missouri to show you the highlights, beginning in Sedalia, where Phil Pitts and the third-ranked Elias Crusaders looking for their first win, facing the Smith Cotton Tigers. Satyrs already up 7-0. Rain not slowing down the passing attack. Wyatt Porter goes deep to Cole Dissler. That would set up a touchdown. Michael Tannehill from a yard out. His second TD, 14-0 Elias. Later on, it's Porter looking long for Dissler again. Big catch inside the 20. A few plays later, Porter up top again, hits the tight end Hale Henches. 8-yard touchdown pass, 21-0 Elias after one quarter. More of the same in the second quarter. Porter hooks up with Anthony Woodruff, 12-yard scoring strike. Those two connected 4 times for touchdowns last week. Elias over 250 yards of total offense in the first half alone. Justice Schulte runs one in from 4 yards out. 35-0 at the half. Smith Cotton with a late touchdown. 35-6 is the final. Elias is 1-1. To the scoreboard, the Jeff City Jays win a thriller, 17-10 on the road at Belleville East. Thomas LePage to Scott Stegman. A game-winning pass with about 45 seconds left. The Jays are 2-0 after a big win on a rainy road trip. Rockbridge wins on the road. They are 2-0. The Bruins 27-9 over Fort Zumwalt West. That is TJ Moe's old school. The Hickman Cupies back at home after a big road win at Lee Summit North last week. Hickman hosting Wentzville Holt. Cupes, they played some D tonight. First half, Devin Larry goes up and he intercepts. Another pick later in the first quarter. Watch Eric Weiss intercept the tip pass from the Holt 25. He will return it for the touchdown. 6-0 Cupies on top, and there's a Football Friday Night shirt in the crowd. Just before halftime, Cupes driving 67 yards. Mason Murray to Jake Cowan. They call it a touchdown, 30-yard TD. Hickman up 12-0 at the half. They win it 18-7. The Cupies are 2-0 this season. The Blair Oaks Falcons moving up to number 5 in Class 2, the state poll this week. Tony Mullen watched Blair Oaks battle Owensville in the land of the Dutchman. Tony?
Thanks, Rod. The Falcons opened the season last week to beat a Class 4 team in Moberly, and Blair Oaks still has 6 Class 3 squads on the schedule this year. The first of those taking place tonight in Owensville, a rainy night in Gasconade County. Blair Oaks first possession, Caleb Bischoff right up the gut, 5 yards for the score, 6-0. Daniel Castillo to the air, hitch Aston Mawson. Look at the spin and look at the big block right there, springing Mawson, a 50-yard score, 2-point conversion, 14-0. Jim Jones making sure everybody knew about it. Falcons put 28 on the board in the opening quarter. Castillo hitting Joey Bernscutter here, 25 yards to pay dirt. All Blair Oaks tonight. They led 47-0 at the half. They win it big, 59-0 over the Dutchmen. Blair Oaks 2-0. They'll open conference play next week. Back to you, Rod.
All right, thank you, Tony. Centralia, maybe the best game of the night. They're in Class 3 this year, moving up to number 5 in the state poll this week. Earl Bennett and the Panthers on the home field facing the Palmyra Panthers. Centralia with the ball in the rain, the reverse. Close game all the way. This thing was tied up at 12-12 after regulation. They would go to overtime. And that wasn't enough. They would go to double overtime. Earl Bennett's Panthers beat the Palmyra Panthers. Centralia wins it. In the second overtime, Austin Kincaid, the game-winning touchdown. Centralia is 2-0 after an 18-12 win. More high school highlights coming up. We'll take you to California, Mocaine, and a whole lot more. Tipton, where the Cardinals look to make it 61 in a row. Stay with us on a soggy Football Friday night. Welcome back to Football Friday Night, the soggy edition. The Tipton Cardinals opening the home season tonight, riding a 60-game regular season winning streak. A good test tonight as the North Callaway Thunderbirds made a visit. Early first quarter, Tipton blocks the North Callaway punt. Great field position for the Cardinals. They would take over, and their first play from scrimmage, give it to Dallas Peoples. How about that? Takes it around the left end, breaks a tackle, he's gone. 6-0 Tipton. Peoples He knows the end zone well. Second offensive possession. Peoples does it again. 38 yards for the score. Dallas Peoples had all 6 tipped and touchdowns tonight. I call them good Peoples in mid-Missouri. Cardinals win it 40-20. The South Callaway Bulldogs opening the home season tonight in Mocaine, welcoming Crystal City. Bulldogs dominating this one. Second quarter, Crystal City having trouble with the punt. Bradley Smart with the tackle. That sets up South Callaway inside the 10-yard line. Bulldogs punch it over on 3rd and goal. David Atterbury scores from a yard out. Bulldogs up 35-0. South Callaway D taking care of business. Zach Marty leads the charge on the sack. South Callaway wins it big, 42-10 over Crystal City. The California Pintos going for back-to-back wins on the home field, battling the Bulldogs from Mexico. Rough start for Mexico. Matt Ridgway fumbles. Nathan Squires recovers for the California Pintos. 4th and 1. Anthony Price breaks outside. He goes down the sidelines for the touchdown. California rolls on to victory 40-0 over Mexico. Camdenton beat West Plains tonight 39-15. It was Montgomery County, a perfect 2-0 on the season, beating Clopton. The Bulldogs from Rolla lose to Kickapoo 14-7. Marshall falls to St. Joe Lafayette, and the Herman Bearcats claw out a win 14-12 over Cuba. In Fulton, the hometown Hornets welcoming the Versailles Tigers. First quarter from Robert Fisher Stadium. Versailles running back Kyler Turpin carries in 5 yards, stretches out for the touchdown, number 1. They are tonight. Good defensive effort for Versailles. Gabe Sidebottom and Michael Harlan team up for the tackle as the Tigers beat Fulton 19-17 in the rain. Coming up later, we'll salute the Steve's Pest Control Defensive Pest of the Night. First, though, more highlights from Southern Boone, Hallsville, and Moberly. Stay with us on a Football Friday Night. Welcome back to Football Friday Night. A big thanks to our friends at Southern Boone and Ashland. Always good hosts for our Joe Machens Football Friday Night preview. Roger Van de Zande's Eagles taking on the newest team from mid-Missouri, Tolton Calvary. Dry for a while, Dylan Becker, big fullback, bowls in to give Southern Boone the 6-0 lead. Later on, David Holland finds the end zone. It's 12-0, Eagles on top. Then the rains came, and Southern Boone would pour it on. Jeremy Hill takes it to the house, 25 yards. It's 24-0 Eagles. They win it 61-zip. The Osage Indians traveling north to Moberly, facing the Spartans, all tied up 6-6 in this game. Moberly's Justin Conaway. Touchdown pass to Braden Elkins. This would make it 12-6. Spartans on top. It was sloppy up in Moberly tonight with all the rain. Later on in the second, Osage ties it up. Bodine goes in for the sneak, a yard out, 12-12 game. Moberly goes on to win it 20-12 over the Indians from Osage. The Hallsville Indians coming off a big opening night win over Fayette, a chance for back-to-back wins entertaining the Coyotes from Paris. And it was all Hallsville tonight. This is the quarterback Levi Howard sprinting 60 yards for the touchdown. That makes it 7-0 early. Moments later, Cole Chandler goes in from 2 yards out. It's 14-0 Hallsville Indians dominating. How about the reverse to Brendan Smith? You gotta love the last name, and he'll go 30 yards for the touchdown. 21-0 at that point. Hallsville wins it 42-6 to go 2-0 in the rain. Eldon over Buffalo last night. It was St. James defeating Houston also last night. Salisbury wins big tonight. Westran gets 323 yards rushing from Zane Jacoby, the quarterback, and 3 touchdowns. 37-8 the final there. Fayette wins over South Shelby 20-6, and Van Far a big win over MMA 46-6. The most anticipated Missouri Tiger football season maybe ever kicks off tomorrow night in Columbia. Mizzou takes on Southeastern Louisiana, a prelude to the play in the SEC the following Saturday when Georgia comes to Faurot Field.
We all recognize the importance of the good football teams, the real good football teams focus on playing their game, and they don't evaluate who they're playing.
We don't set any big time goals because then you're looking too far ahead in the future. I think we go one at a time. We're trying to win this game, then we'll try to win the next game, then the one after that, and try to stick with that.
The Steve's Pest Control Defensive Pest of the Week. Here it is from Columbia Hickman, Eric Weiss with the pick 6. Leading a strong CUPE defensive effort tonight, number 2 in purple, Eric Weiss, is our Steve's Pest Control Defensive Pest of the Week. And our Football Friday Night crew huddled up to vote on our Huddle House Team of the Night. The honors go to the California Pintos. Marty Albertson's team winning 40-0 over Mexico. California is 2-0, and they can celebrate with a trip to the Huddle House as the Team of the Night. In case you missed any scores or want to watch the highlights again, go to our website, connectmidmissouri.com. Click on High School Football Central. That is it for another Football Friday Night. Thanks to our crew for braving the rain. Tony Mullen, TJ Fensky, also Seth Trotter, Brandon McElwain, and Con Costin. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the rain.
KRCG's Football Friday Night has been brought to you by GFI Digital, Hawthorne Bank, St. Mary's Sports Medicine, Westminster College, Capital City Christian Church, Midwest Block and Brick, Rourke Aluminum, Custom Screen Printing and Embroidery, and Randy Kaiser, State Farm Insurance.